समारंभां शंकराचार्य मध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्य पर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्. With the blessings of our Acharya Swamiji, though we had a little break of 2 weeks, we are able with his blessings to continue with Mookapanchashati, Padaravinda Shatakam, Sloka number 55. So, Aruna is there or Padma Shri is going to chant?
Yes, I'm here, Mama.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Sri Gurubhyo Namaha, Sri Matre Namaha. Vitanvitha nathe mama sirasi kamakshi krupaya padam bhojanyasam pasu paribrudha pranadayite pidantu yanmudam prakatamam apasaram drusananande nalina bhavanarayana mukhaha.
Aruna, I think there is a little problem with your audio. There was a little discontinuity in between. Anyway, okay.
Oh, I should catch it. Yeah,
so
sure,
in
Mama.
this shloka, as usual, we are going to see the various facets of greatness of Padaravinda. Now, the address is Pashupari Bridha Prana Dayite, second line. Pashupari Bridha is nothing but Pashupati, which is more common term. Paribridha means Pati. Paribridha means strong protector. The actual meaning is strong protector, which is Pati, Pashupati, that is Shiva. Prana Dayite, the consort of Shiva, who is her prana itself, who is his prana itself. Prana Dayite, not just Dayite. Pashupari Bhrida Dayite would have been enough, but he says Pashupari Bhrida Prana Dayite. Devi is the consort of Shiva, and she is the very prana, very life breath of Shiva. Now he is addressing like that Kamakshi. Vitanvitha nathe mama shirasi kripaya padambhoja nyasam. Nathe, oh mistress, mama shirasi, on my head, kripaya, by your compassion, by your grace, padambhoja nyasam vitanvitha, pada ambhoja, lotus foot, nyasam, keeping, Vitanvitha, please perform keeping of your lotus feet on my head through your compassion, through your grace on me. That is the request, that is the prayer. Vitanvitha nathe mama shirasi kamakshi kripaya padambhojan nyasam. Now, what kind of foot is that? The description of the foot is coming now. Pibanto yan mudram prakatam upakampa parisaram drisha nanandyante nalina bhava narayana mukhaha. Yan mudram, the mudra of the foot, the impression of the foot. Where is that impression? Prakatam, it is seen. It is seen. The impression of the foot is seen. Where it is seen? Upakampa parisaram, on the banks of Kampa river. On the banks of Kampa river. Parisaram means the area surrounding. Area surrounding the banks of Kampa river, it is clearly visible. What is visible? Mudra. The impression of Devi's foot is visible because she is moving about on the Kampa bank area. Now, that mudra, pibantaha, drisha pibantaha, they want to drink with their eyes. They want to drink with their eyes. Who wants to drink the mudra with their eyes? Nalina bhava narayana mukhaha. Nalina bhava is Brahma, Narayana is Vishnu, mukhaha means and others. headed by Devas, headed by, or devotees headed by Brahma and Narayana. They want to drink with their eyes the impression on the sands of Kampa bank, which is left by Devi's movements. On drinking that, Drisha Pibantaha. Pibantaha means while drinking, what happens while drinking? Nanandinte, they become extremely delighted. Anandinte itself means delighted. Nanandinte is further, extremely delighted. They become extremely delighted to drink the impression of Devi's foot. So the prayer is, O Kamakshi, you are the very prana, you are the consort who is the very prana of Pashupati, who is Shiva. Please, out of compassion, rest your lotus foot on my head. The impression of the lotus foot on the Kampa bank area is being drunk by their eyes. Drisha Pibantaha. They drink with their eyes who Brahma, Vishnu, and other devas, and they become extremely happy. Next.
प्रणमोद्यद्बृन्दारक मुकुटमन्दारकलिका विलोलल्लोलम्ब प्रकरमय धूम प्रचुरिमा प्रदीप्तः पादाब्ज द्युतिवितति पाटल्यलहरी कृसानुः कामाक्ष्या मम दहतु संसार विपिनम्.
Kamakshaha Padabja Dyuti Vitati Patalya Lahari Krishanuhu Mama Samsara Vipinam Dahatu. That is the prayer. Let us understand the prayer first, then we go to the description. Padabja Dyuti Vitati Patalya Lahari. Padabja, lotus foot. Dyuti, the shine, the brilliance. Vitati means expansive, coming out, manifesting. What is manifesting? Patalya Lahari, the wave of redness. Patalya is redness. The wave of redness which is coming out from the shine of the lotus foot, that is like Krishanuhu, that is Agni. Krishanu means Agni. One of the names of Agni is Krishanuhu, because he makes everything Krisha. Krisha means emaciated. He burns away everything. So his name is Krishanuhu. So that Agni, which is the wave of redness, which is coming out of the shine of your lotus foot, Pradiptaha, it is not an ordinary Agni, it is shine, it is with flames. Pradiptaha, with full flames, that Agni, Mama Samsara Vipinam Dahatu, let it burn, Dahatu, let it burn the forest of my samsara. Vipina is forest, mama samsara, my samsara. My samsara is like a forest that requires a powerful Agni with big flames for burning. That is exactly what your lotus foot is providing. The red color is indicative of Agni. That is why he is saying Patalya Lahari. The wave of red color, which is coming out of the shine of your lotus foot, that is the great Agni with great flames that should burn my samsara forest. Whose Patalya Hari? Kamakshaha Padabhya Diti Vitati Patalya Hari. It is of Kamakshi that has been described. Now, what is the description of this Patalya Lahari? Pranama Udyat Brindara Mukuta Mandara Kalika Vilolat Lolambar Prakaramaya Dhuma Prachurima. What he is saying is, now he is described it as Agni. Now, Agni will always have smoke, isn't it? There is smoke accompanied by Agni. Wherever there is Agni, there is smoke. Now, he is describing the smoke. What is the smoke? Pranama Udyat Brindara. Brindara means group of devas. Udyat, Pranama Udyat. Udyat means rising, getting up. Getting up after prostration. Udyat Bhavana Sahasra Koti. We see, isn't it? That is Udyat, same, rising. So these devas, they are rising after prostrating at Devi's feet. Then Mukuta, their crowns. Mandara Kalika, their crowns are decorated with the buds of Mandara flower. Kalika is bud. Mandara flower. Their Mukuta has got a ornament at the top or the crest of Mandara Kalika, buds of Mandara flower. Now, what happens because of the Mandara flower? Vilola Lolamba. Lolamba means bee, honey bee. Vilola means playing, moving about. Playing, moving about. Because of the Mandara flower, the bees are there in plenty. They are moving about. Prakara. Prakara means in plenty. There are a lot of bees moving about. That is Prakaramaya Dhuma Prachurima. Dhuma means smoke. Prachurima means expansive, very high level. That is Prachurima. Very high level, very dense smoke you can see of this Agni in the form of a heap of, a group of bees moving about around the buds of Mandara flowers, which are on the crowns of Devas when they get up after prostrating. That is the description. So the prayer is, please let the Agni of the wave of red color coming out of the shine of your lotus foot, which is the heavy fire, that heavy fire should burn away my samsara forest. And there is a smoke attending on this Agni, and that is created by the group of bees which are flying about around the buds of Mandara flowers on the crest of crowns of Devas for prostrating and getting up. Yeah, next.
Valakshas Srirukshaadhipa Visusadrukshaistavanakaihi Jighrukshuddakshत्वं Tarasiruha Bhikshutvakarane Kshananme Kamakshi Kshapita Bhava Sankshobhagarima Vacho Vaichakshanyam Charanayugali Pakshmalayatat.
This is another prayer to the lotus foot. Valaksha Shrir Rukshadhipa Shishu Sadrukshaihi Tava Nakhaihi. One by one, he is describing the lotus foot. Now, first, he is starting with the description of toe nails, nakhas. Tava Nakhaihi, your nails, they are like what? He is giving an example for the nails. Rikshadhipa Shishu Sadrukshaihi. Rikshadhipa is moon. Riksha is stars. Rikshadhipa, head of stars, lord of stars. That is moon. Lord of nakshatras. Riksha and nakshatra both mean the same. Rikshadhipa Shishu. That is Bala Chandra. Because they are all like crescent moon. The nails are looking like crescent moon. Sadrukshaihi means similar to. Sadriksha both mean the same. Sadrishaihi, Sadrikshaihi both mean the same. So your nails, foot, toenails, are like several Balachandras. Valaksha Shrihi. Valaksha means white. Shri means shine. With white shine. These nails are giving out white shine like several Balachandras. And then what does the foot do further? The description is of the foot. Jigrukshuhu dakshatvam sarasiruha bhikshutva karane. Sarasiruha, we know, is lotus. Now, this lotus foot is always having enmity with lotus because lotus is a competitor and the lotus should be defeated at all costs by the lotus foot. That is the aim. So what does it do? Sarasiruha, lotus, bhikshutva, the state of being a beggar. Karane, bringing the lotus to the state of a beggar. Bringing the lotus to the state of a beggar. Dakshatvam jigrukshuhu. To do that, whatever dakshatva is required, dakshatva means expertise, mastery. Whatever mastery is required, jigrukshuhu, for attaining that, desirous of attaining. Jigrukshuhu, desirous of attaining. That is, the foot wishes to get expertise to make lotus into a beggar. That kind of foot, Kshanat me Kamakshi, Kamakshi is an address, Kshapita Bhava Sankshobha Garima, Vacho Vaichakshinyam Karana Yugali Pakshmalajatad. Karana Yugali, the 2 feet, Kshanat, in 1 second, Kshapita Bhava Sankshobha Garima. Now he is praising the lotus foot. What is the capability of the lotus foot? Now, lotus foot wants to attain the expertise for defeating the lotus, but that is nothing because it is capable of much more. What is that much more? Kshapita Bhava Sankshobha Garima. Bhava means samsara. Kshapita means reduced, destroyed. Sankshobha, agitation, misery. Misery of samsara should be destroyed. Garima means the gaurava, the greatness, the glory. The glory of destroying the misery of samsara is kshanat, that too in a second. Now it doesn't take much time. That kind of greatness is your Karana Yugali. That kind of greatness is your Karana Yugali. So why will it not defeat? Why will it not bring the lotus to the status of a beggar? Now, what is the prayer? Vacho Vaichakshanyam Pakshmalayata. That kind of, we have praised the lotus foot. We have praised the lotus foot's capability of removing the samsara's misery. We have praised saying that it will defeat the lotus. We have praised the foot nails, saying that they are beautiful like Balachandras. Now, what is the prayer? Vacho Vaichakshanyam Charana Yugali Pakshmalayatat. Vaichakshanyam, not Vaichakshanyam. Ta, tha, da, dha, na. Na is the correct. Vaichakshanyam. Vichakshana. Vichakshana means expert. Vichakshana means expert. Vaichakshanyam, expertise. Vacho Vaichakshanyam, expertise in the words. Expertise of words. That means my words, I want expertise of my words. Pashmalayata. Pashmalayata should grow. It should become glorified. It should grow. It should become glorified. Actually, Pakshma comes from the description of eyelashes. Pakshma means eyelashes. Eyelashes add to the beauty of the eyes. You imagine the eyes without eyelashes, no beauty. So similarly, these eyelashes are adding to the beauty of the eyes. Similarly, my Vacho Vaichakshanyam, the expertise of my words, should, like the eyelashes, should be glorified by your kripa. That is the prayer. So the foot, the Devi's lotus foot, have got nails which are like several Balachandras with white shine. They are keen, they are intent on attaining the expertise of reducing lotus to the status of a bhikshu, status of a beggar, and they have the capacity of destroying the misery of samsara. The glory of that lotus foot is it has the capacity of destroying the misery of samsara in a second. So the prayer is That kind of twin lotus feet should glorify, should amplify, should augment my capacity of words, my capacity of poetry. That is the prayer. Next.
समन्तात् कामाक्षी शततिमिरसन्तान सुभगान् अनन्ताभिर्भाभिः दिनमनुदिगन्तान् विरचयन् अहन्ताया हन्ता मम जडिमदन्तावलहरिः विभिन्तां सन्तापम् तव चरणचिन्तामणिरसौ.
Again, Tava Charana Chintamanihi Asau. Asau means this, because the lotus foot is in front of me, so it is Asau means this. Your Charana, your foot, Tava Charana, it is not an ordinary foot, it is a Chintamani. Chintamani means wish granting stone that is available in Devaloka, like Kalpavriksha, etc. Chintamani is, as soon as you go to the Chintamani and ask for something, you get it immediately. Even if you don't ask, even if you just think of it, you will get it. That is Chintamani. So your foot is like a Chintamani. Now, what kind of Chintamani? That is the description. Samantati Kamakshi Shatatimira Santana Subhagane Anantabhir Bhabhihi Dinamanu Digantan Virachayanne. Samantat means in all sides. In all sides. Shata Timira. Timira means darkness. Shata means destroying. Destroying the darkness. Not just darkness. Timira Santana. Santana means children. Here it means expanding. The family is expanding through children. So that is Santana. Santana means expansion. So what is the expansion here? The darkness keeps on expanding. We think that we have destroyed one darkness. We think we have destroyed one of our defects. Then another defect props up. That is the Santana. Because the Timira is never ending. Because that is why we are in Samsara. If we don't have Timira, if we don't have darkness, we will not be in Samsara. We would have joined the Parabrahman. That is the idea. Shata Timira Santana. So the expansive darkness is being destroyed, not in just one direction. Samantat, in all directions, it is destroyed. Not only that, after destroying the darkness, you have to bring light. Anantabhihi bhabhihi. Bha means light. That is why Surya is known as Bhaskara. Today is Ratha Saptami, Bhaskara's day. Bhabhihi, through rays of, through bright rays. Bhabhihi, Bha means bright ray. Through bright rays, Anantabhihi, endless. Endless bright rays. Coming from where? From the lotus foot. From the lotus foot, you get endless bright rays which destroy the darkness in all directions, darkness along with its children, along with its expansion. And then Subhagane, Dinam Virachayanne, Dinam Anu Dinam. That means every day. This is not happening just once in a way. Every time. This is happening every day, every time. What is happening? Digantan Subhagan Virachayanne. Digantan means the end of directions. That means in all directions. Till your eyes can reach. That is Diganta. Till your eyes can see. That means you turn, whichever way you turn, darkness is gone, light is there. Virachayanna means creating. Creating in all directions. Subhagan. Subhagan means beauty. Having destroyed the darkness, the Devi's lotus foot is creating beauty. Subhaga can be interpreted as beauty as well as auspiciousness. Because darkness is ignorance. Ignorance is replaced by jnana, which is auspicious. So Subhagan, Digantan, Virachayanne. Now that is clarified further. Whatever was implied is clarified further. Ahantaya hanta. Hanta means destroyer. destroyer of ahanta. Ahanta means ego. That I am attached to my body, I am great, I am a scholar, I am very rich, etc., etc. This kind of ego which we all have is ahanta. Now that has to be destroyed because that is the major obstacle for our spiritual progress. So first it has to go. First ahanta has to go. So ahantaya ahanta, destroyer of ego, mama, jadima, dantavala, harihi. Dantavala means elephant. Hari means lion. Jadima means ignorance. Jadya. Jadima is jadya, ignorance, inertia. So, mama jadima dantavala harihi. Your lotus foot is like a lion for the elephant of my inertia, of my ignorance. Mama jadima dantavala elephant. Harihi. Harihi means lion. Because it is only a lion which can tame the elephant. So your foot is the lion which can tame, which can remove, which can destroy the elephant of my ignorance. Vibhintam santapam tava charana chintamanihi asau. This lotus foot which is chintamani, because it is Kintamani, I am now making the prayer. Now I have described the qualities, what it can do, I have described. Now the prayer. Santapam vibhintam, that is the prayer. Santapa is misery. Santapa is misery. Vibhintam means break it, destroy it. Mama is there. Ahantaya ahanta. Mama jadima dantavale hari. Same. Mama santapam vibhintam. My santapa, my misery should be destroyed. That is the prayer. Because your foot is a chintamani, my prayer will be granted in no time. So what is the capability of the foot? Lotus foot? It is destroying darkness with all its expansion in all directions, and through its extremely bright rays which are endless, every time, every day, in all directions, it is creating subhaga, it is creating auspiciousness, it is creating beauty, having destroyed the darkness, and it destroys my ego. It is like a lion for the elephant of my ignorance, of my inertia. The prayer is, because your foot is a chintamani, it should grant the destruction, the removal of my santapa, my misery. You all know that we have trividha tapa, adi bhautika, adhyatmika, and adi devika. So the three types of tapa is mentioned as santapa here. Because unless all the three types of tapa go, adi bhautika, which is created by other beings, adhyatmika, which is created by our own mind, our own doshas, and the daivika, which is natural disaster like earthquake, etc., etc. Now, all kinds of santapa should go away. That is the prayer. Yeah, next.
दधानो भास्वत्ताम् अमृतनिलयो लोहितवपुः विनम्राणां सौम्यः गुरुरपि कवित्वं च कलयन् गतौ मन्दो गङ्गाधरमहिषि कामाक्षि भजताम् तमः केतुर्मातः तव चरणपद्मो विजयते.
This is a very famous shloka, very often quoted by our acharyas, because this is a prayer which says that your lotus foot is consisting of all the navagrahas. That is, if I pray to your lotus foot, all the navagrahas blessings will automatically come to me. I don't have to go and do a separate worship of navagrahas. That is the implication. And today is Ratha Saptami. That is why it is starting with Dadhanaha Bhaswattam. He is describing one by one all the navagrahas. Bhaswan is Surya. Bhaswattam Dadhanaha. Dadhanaha means holding. Bhaswata means brilliant rays, brilliant shine. Who is holding brilliant shine? Surya. Dasanaha Bhaswatam. Like Surya, your foot is holding brilliant shine. And like Chandra, who is Amrita Nilayaha. Amrita Nilaya means the holder of the receptacle of Amrita. Because Chandra holds Amrita, we all know. Chandra gives Amrita to Devas during Shukla Paksha. He gives Amrita to Pitrus during Krishna Paksha. This is our belief, our Shastra. So he is the supplier of Amrita. He is the whole Nilaya means receptacle, storehouse. He is the storehouse of Amrita. Who? Chandra. So similarly, the lotus foot is also Amrita Nilayaha, because it will give me Amritatva, it will give me immortality. If I pray at your lotus foot, I will get immortality, Amritatva. So your foot is Amrita Nilaya, like Chandra. So Surya, then Chandra, then Angaraka. Lohita Vapuhu. Lohita Vapu means body, Lohita means red colored form. We have seen the Devi's lotus foot is red colored. Similarly, Angaraka is red colored. That is why Angaraka's all his vastra, all his the flowers, everything is red colored. Because Angaraka, the very word Angaraka means Agni. He is as hot as Agni, he is as red as Agni. That is why he is called Angaraka. So Lohita Vapuhu, like Angaraka, your foot is red colored. Then next is Buddha. Vinamranam Saumyaha. Saumya is Buddha. Saumya means actually what? It means very agreeable. Saumya means beautiful, agreeable. Very beautiful, very agreeable, very pleasing. To whom? Vinamrana, for those who worship. Your lotus foot is very beautiful, very pleasing to those who worship. Similarly, Buddha, he is the son of Chandra. He is the son of Soma. That is why he is called Saumya. Buddha is known as Saumya because he is the son of Chandra, who is Soma. So Saumyaha Vinamranam. So Buddha is also equally good in granting our wishes. He is equally agreeable. He is equally pleasing. So he is Buddha. Similarly, Guru Rapi. Also, your lotus foot is Guru. That goes without saying because that is the one which leads us on the right path. Who? What is Guru? Gu means darkness. Ru means destroyer. Destroyer of darkness is Guru. Destroyer of ignorance, destroyer of darkness. So that is what your lotus foot is doing. That is what Brihaspati is also doing. Brihaspati gives jnana to the devas. He destroys the ignorance of devas. So he is known as Deva Guru. So you are our Guru. Guru Rapi, also Guru. Kavitvam cha kalayanne. Your next is Shukra. Shukra, one of the names of Shukra is Kavi. One of the names of Shukra is Kavi. Now, Kavitvam, here it means capable of writing poetry, capable of writing poetry, capable of being a poet. Kavitvam cha kalayanne. Also granting Kavitva, also granting mastery of poetry, and also granting the blessings of Shukra, because Kavitva is Shukra. Gatau Mandaha. Manda means slow. Manda is slow. Gatau in gait, while walking. While walking, your foot is very slow, gentle, beautiful gait you have. That is why you are Gatau Mandaha. Manda is also Shaneshkara. That is why he is known as Shaneshkara. Shaneshkara means one who moves very slowly. That's why he takes 30 years to move from one Rashi to another Rashi. Whereas Surya takes only 1 month. Chandra takes 1 day. Whereas Shani takes 30 years to move from one Rashi. So you can imagine his speed. So that is why Gatau Mandaha. Gangadhara Mahishi, Kamakshi is the address. Gangadhara Mahishi, consort of Gangadhara, consort of Shiva, who is holding Ganga on his head, Kamakshi. Bhajatam Tamakketuhu. Bhajatam, of those who worship. Tamakketuhu. Tamaha means darkness. Ketuhu means enemy. Enemy of darkness for those who worship. Destroyer of darkness for those who worship. That is the direct meaning. Indirect meaning is Tamaha. Tamaha is Rahu. Ketu is Ketu Graha. Tamaha is Rahu Graha. Because we have completed all the 7 Grahas. Now only Rahu and Ketu are left. Shanishtra was the 7th. Gatav Mandaha. Now Tamak Ketuhu. Tamaha is Rahu. Ketu is Ketu Graha. In fact, Ketu Graha is known to give Jnana. Jnana Karaka is Ketu. That is why it is very appropriate that Devi's foot is described as Tamak Ketuhu. That means it destroys the ignorance, darkness, and it gives you Jnana. Like Ketu would give. Like Tamaha, like Rahu, it will destroy. Rahu will be destroyed and Ketu will give you Jnana. So Tamak Ketuhu, Mataha, Om Mother, Tava Charana Padmaha Vijayate, your lotus foot is ever victorious. Because, why it will not be victorious? Because it has all the 9 grahas already within the lotus foot. So there is no need to go anywhere else. Naturally, it will be victorious. Wherever I pray to lotus foot, I have prayed all the Navagrahas, all the blessings of Navagrahas I have obtained, so it is victorious. Next.
Nayantim dasatvam nalina bhava mukhyan asulabha pradhanadinanam amarataru daurbhagya janani Jagadjanmakshema Kshaya Vidhishu Kamakshi Padayo Durinamishtekah Tava Bhanitu Maho Purushika.
Now, what are the various activities which the lotus foot is doing? First is Nayantim Dasatvam Nalina Bhava Mukhyan. Nalina Bhava is Brahma. Brahma born of lotus. Nalina is lotus. Nalina Bhava born of lotus. That is Brahma. Nalina Bhava Mukhyan. Devas like Brahma. Nayantim leading them. Leading them where? To Dasatvam. Dasatvam means slavery. Being a servant. That means Brahma and other devas are naturally led to the state of servant, to the state of slave. They are happy to be slaves of lotus foot. Naturally, who will not be happy to become a slave of lotus foot? That is why he is putting that as the first quality. Automatically, without any effort, Brahma and other devas become your dasas. That is very lucky of them. They are very lucky. They become your dasas. For us, we have to make a lot of effort to become your dasas. That is the idea. Nayantim dasatvam nalina bhava mukhya. You lead them to the state of, that is your grace. You lead them to the status of being a dasa. Nalina bhava mukhyan. Then next is asulabha pradhanat dinanam amarataru daurbhagya Jananim. Dinanam, for those who are poor, for those who are destitute, for those who require our compassion, for them, Asulabha Pradhanat. Asulabha means not easy to get, not easy to attain. Not objects which are not easy to attain, you are giving them without any effort. That is your greatness. Dinanam Asulabha Pradhanat. By giving to the poor people things which they cannot even dream of, which they cannot attain, which they can never attain. By doing that, what are you doing? Amarataru daurbhagya janani. Janani means progenitor, mother. Daurbhagya, you are the progenitor of ill luck. You are a progenitor of bad luck to Amarataru, to Kalpavriksha. Because Kalpavriksha was the uncontested wish granting tree in Devaloka till people found Devi's lotus foot. Then they never cared for Amarataru. That is the idea. So see how beautifully the poet's imagination goes. See, Amarataru was brought to the state of Daurbhagya, was brought to the state of ill luck by your lotus foot, always granting to poor people things which they could never have imagined. Asulabha Pradhanat. The Asulabha is very important. Not Pradhanat. Pradhanat means you can give. You can give anything. What you are giving, Asulabha, something which you can never imagine, which you can never get, to Dinanam, to poor people. Jagadjanma Kshema Kshaya Vidishu Padayoho Dhurinam. Padayoho, your lotus feet. Jagadjanma Kshema Kshaya Vidishu. Now, the whole gamut of samsara has been covered in this one phrase. Jagat, of this world, Janma, birth, Kshema, preservation, Kshaya, destruction. That is creating sustenance and destruction of the world. Vidishu, in this process of the three actions, your lotus foot is Dhurina. Dhurina means very capable. Dhurina means expert. Your foot is expert in the process of creating, sustaining, and destroying the world, which are the basic three actions connected with the world. Now, Dhurinam, Ishte, Kastava, not Karastava, it is wrongly printed here. Ishte, Kastava, there is no rather. Ishte, Kastava, Bhanitum, Aho Purushikam. Tava Aho Purushikam, Tava yours. Aho Purushikam is a very beautiful poetic phrase, not commonly used. Aho Purushikam means manliness, your glory, your power, your manliness, your glory. Bhanitum, Bhanitum means to express. To express, Kaha Ishte. Ishte Kaha. Kaha means who. Ishte means who will be able to, who is capable of expressing the manliness, the power of the expertise which you are holding in your feet of creating, sustaining, and destroying the world. Dhurina. Dhurina means the expertise. Without any effort, you are able to do that. That who will be able to praise? Who has got the words to praise this? Your glory, your manliness, your Aho Purushika. So your foot is able to lead Brahma and other devas to the state of slavery. Your foot is able to bring ill luck to Kalpataru because your foot is granting things beyond imagination to poor people. Your foot is capable of creating, sustaining, and destroying the world in no time, without any difficulty. So, who is there to be able to express in words your glory? Aho Purushika, your manliness, your glory. Next.
Janoyam santaptah janani bhava chandam sukiranaihi alabdvaikam sitam kanamapi paragnana payasah tamo marge pantah तव झटिति कामाक्षि शिशिराम् पदाम्भोजच्छायाम् परमशिवजाये ऋगयते.
O Janani, O Mother, Ayam janaha santaptaha. Ayam janaha, this person. Who is this person? Himself, the poet himself. Ayam janaha, this person is santaptaha, is feeling very miserable. Santaptaha means tapa is heat. He is roasted in the heat. What heat he is roasted in? Bhava Chandamshu Kiranaihi. Chandamshu is Surya. Chandamshu. Amshu means rays. Chanda means fierce. The one with fierce, with terrible rays is Surya. So, Chandamshu is Surya. Kiranaihi. Surya's rays. What is Surya's rays here? Bhava, samsara. I am roasted in the terrible rays of Surya, which is samsara. Okay, I am roasted. At least I should get some water, isn't it? In this heat. I am not getting even a drop of water. Alabdha, not alabdhava, alabdha. There is a mistake there in the typing. Alabdha ekam sheetam kanamapi parajnana payasaha. Sheetam, cold. Ekam kanamapi, one drop of cold parajnana payasaha. Payasaha means water. One drop of cold water, alabdha, I am not getting. I am not getting even a drop of cold water, and I am roasted in the terrible samsara Surya rays. And what is that cold water which is required? For Surya, you need water. For samsara, what do you need? Parajnana payasaha. Supreme jnana is the water I need. For getting out of samsara, what do I need? I need supreme jnana, parajnana. Payasaha is water. Okay. At least am I able to proceed further? Am I able to walk further in this heat? I am not able to walk because tamo marge panthaha tavajhatiti kamakshi shishiram padambhoja chayam paramasivajaye mrigayate. Ayam janaha mrigayate. Ayam janaha was the noun. Mrigayate is the verb. That is how beautifully he has phrased the whole shloka. Ayam janaha, this person, mrigayate. Mrigayate means is looking for, is searching. He is searching for what? Tamo marge panthaha. Panthaha means the path, the route. The route is tamo marga, full of darkness. How is it? There is a Surya, you said, isn't it? Chandamsha Kiranaihi. When there is a Surya with Chandamsha Kirana, how can you claim that you are going in darkness? That is the beauty of samsara. The beauty of that is how beautifully he is bringing out. Though we are all thinking that we are exposed to the Surya, to bright sunshine, we are always in darkness because we have not received parajnana. In the absence of parajnana, samsara, though it may look bright, though it may look attractive, it is nothing but darkness. Though samsara is looking very attractive, very bright, it is nothing but sheer darkness. Tamo marge panthaha. Pantha means the one who is proceeding on the tamo marga. Dhatiti, very quickly, because he is so tired, he is so exposed, roasted in the heat, and he doesn't know how to proceed further because it is tamo marga. I cannot even proceed further because I don't know how to proceed. That is the actual state in which we are all there. We are attracted by samsara. We don't know how to get out of the samsara. We don't know how to proceed further. We don't know how to attain jnana. That is what he is saying. So we are in tamo marga. So the prayer is dhatiti, very quickly. Shishiram padambhoja chayam mrigayate. Shishiram, very cool, very cool. Padambhoja chayam, the shade provided by your lotus foot. This person is searching for the very cool shade provided by your lotus foot, jhatiti, which I want to get quickly because I am roasted in this samsara. Don't know how to proceed further because I am in a very dark path and I am not getting even a drop of cold water in this roasted samsara heat, and that water is parajnana. So that is what this person is searching. Next.
जगत्यम्ब श्रीमन् नख किरण चीनां सुखमयम् बिभ्राणे सुरमुकुट संघट्टमसृणे निजारुण्यक्षौमास्तरणवति कामाक्षि सुलभा बुधै संविन्नारी तव चरणमाणिक्य भवने.
Another flight of imagination of the poet, very beautiful. Tava Charana Manikya Bhavane, your lotus foot is described as ruby-studded mansion, Manikya Bhavane, ruby-studded mansion. In that mansion, Samvinnari, Samvinnari means the woman who is Samvit, who is supreme knowledge, That Samvit Nari is available in your beautiful ruby-studded mansion. Jayati, she is available. Jayati means she is victorious. She is available for those who seek. Now that Bhavana is being described. What kind of mansion is this? Jayati Amba Shriman Nakha Kirana Keenam Shuka Mayam Vitanam Bibhrane. Because we are now describing the lotus foot as a mansion, ruby-studded mansion. Now, he says, Srimati means shining. Nakha Kirana, the rays coming out of the toenails. Nakha Kirana, Srimati Nakha Kirana, these rays are like what? Kina Amshuka Mayam. Amshuka means cloth. Amshuka means dress or cloth. Kina Amshuka, Chinese silk. He is bringing China here because China is known for beautiful silks in olden days. Any beautiful silk is used to be described as China silk. So that is why he is saying Kina Amshuka Mayam. This is like a China silk. What is like a China silk? The beautiful rays of toenails, they are all white. The Chinamshuka also must be white. That's why he is comparing it to Chinamshuka. Amshukamayam Vitanam Bibhrane. Bibhrane means holding. Now, this Kena Amshukamayam is Vitana. Vitana means the upper canopy. Vitana is upper canopy because the rays coming out of the toenails, which are white in color, is like an upper canopy for the red lotus foot. Red lotus foot, there is a white canopy. Imagine a red lotus foot with a white canopy. That white canopy is beautiful China silk. Vitanam, Bibhrane, holding it. Suramukuta Sangattam Asrine. Masrina means very smooth. Your lotus foot, that mansion is very smooth. Why it is very smooth? Because Suramukuta Sanghatta, by the constant friction, Sanghatta means friction, by the constant friction of the crowns of Devas. One by one, Devas come and keep on prostrating. So, and when they prostrate, the Mukuta, the crown, goes and creates friction with your lotus foot. So, because of that, your lotus foot is extremely smooth. Mathurana means smooth. Nija Arunya Shaumastaranavati. Now, further description of the lotus foot. As a mansion. The mansion is very smooth. The mansion has got an upper canopy of China silk, which is the Nakha Kiranas. Now, there should be flooring, isn't it? A mansion should have not just a canopy. There should be flooring. Astarana is flooring. The cloth which is spread on the floor is called astarana. Astaranavati, holding the astarana, holding the flooring, the cloth on the floor. What is that? Kshauma astarana. Kshauma means silk cloth. Silk cloth is the flooring. What is the silk cloth? Nija arunya. Arunya means red color. Nija arunya. It doesn't have to borrow red color from somewhere else. Nija, its own. The mansion has got its own. It is ruby studded, na manikya. So it has its own red color. It has its own natural red color, which is the Kshauma astarana, which is the silken floor cover. There, in that mansion, Bhavane, in that mansion, Sulabha Budhaihi Samvitunari Jayati. Samvitunari, the woman who is called the supreme knowledge, is available, Sulabha, easily attainable. To whom? To Buddhas, that is the crux. To those who are wise, to those who are wise, to those who are intelligent, for them, this Samvit Nari, this woman who is Samvit, who is supreme knowledge, is available. Sulabha Jayati, she is available, she is victorious in this red ruby studded mansion. So for the ruby studded mansion, the canopy, the upper canopy is the China silk, which is the white Naka race, and the bottom floor cover is the natural Arunya, natural red color, is the Kshauma Astarana. And it is very smooth because of constant rubbing of the mukutas of Devas. And there, Samvit Nari, the woman who is supreme knowledge, is available easily to Buddhas, to wise people. Here, there is a very interesting usage by the poet. One he is calling as Vitana, another he is calling as Astarana. Vitana is the upper canopy, Astarana is the lower floor cover. Now, those who do Parishechana, because one of the important daily activities which our Srimatham is encouraging is those who are brahmacharis, those who are grihasthas, should do Parishechana of the food. When food is served, Parishechana is done by sprinkling water and then uttering some mantras. Now, after sprinkling water and uttering mantras, the first time when you sip water, you say Amrita Upastaranamasi. Amrito Upastaranamasi. That is the mantra which is chanted after doing all this prana, svavana, svahanda, etc. There you say Amrita Upastaranamasi. That Upastarana is same as Astarana, which is mentioned here. Upastarana is the bottom holding floor. Now that is this water which is sipped at the beginning is the floor, is the holding receptacle for the food which you are going to eat subsequently. So that is why it is called Amrita Upastaranamasi, and it's not just ordinary Upastarana, it is Amrita Upastarana. It will give you immortality. If you pray properly, that food will give you immortality. For that, this is the floor. What is the floor? That water which you are sipping, one drop of water which you are sipping, chanting this mantra is Amrita Upastaranamasi. Similarly, after eating, after completing all the items, then finally again you are sipping water and you are saying Amrita Apidhanamasi, Amrita Apidhanamasi, Amrita Apidhanamasi. First, Amrita Upastaranamasi. Second, Amrita Apidhanamasi. Amrita Apidhanamasi. Apidhanam is same as Vitana. Vitana is same as Abhidhana. That is the upper cover. That is, before you took food, for the food to become immortal, for the food to give you immortality, you sipped water saying a mantra, which was Amrita Upastarana. Then after having taken food, again you are covering it with Amrita. Amrita Abhidhanamasi. You are actually not simply a drop of water, you are actually Amrita, and you are going to cover with immortality whatever food I have taken. So that is the greatness of our Parishechana mantras. Without realizing all this, people do not do Parishechana, people go eat here and there without bothering. That is why our Srimatham is constantly reminding people, our Acharya is very keen on all these Anushtanas. One of the important Anushtanas is Sandhya Vandanam and Parishechana. Okay, next.
Pratimah Kamakshi.
Oh, it is time now. Should we stop?
Yes.
Or one more?
Okay. Whatever
One
you
more?
think, Guruji. Whatever it's
Yeah,
up to
okay,
you.
one more. We will finish one more. Pratimaha, okay. Go on.
Pratimah Kamakshi. Purita Tarunaditya Kirana. Sriyo Moola Dravyam. Tava Charana Madrindra Tanaye. Surendra Sama Purayati. Yadasau Dhvantamakhilam. Dhunite Digbhagan. Api cha mahasa patalayate.
Pratimaha. Pratimaha means we conclude. What does he conclude? Spurita Tarunaditya Kirana Shriyaha Mooladravyam Tava. Your lotus foot, Tava Charanam. Tava Charanam, your lotus foot. Adrindra Tanaya is an address, daughter of Himavan, who is the head of all Adris, all mountains. Adri Indra Tanaye. Tava Charanam, your lotus foot, is Mooladravya. Mooladravya is raw material. Now, all of us are familiar with factories and raw materials, so I can easily understand. So, your foot is the raw material for what? Spurita, Taruna, Aditya, Kirana, Shriyaha. Spurita, which is coming out, which is manifesting. Taruna Aditya, Bala Surya, the young Surya who is red in color, the rising sun, the rays, Kirana, Shriyaha, the glory of the rising sun's rays, which is coming out, which is manifesting in the eastern direction. That for that, what is the Moola Dravya? What is the raw material for that beauty, for the glory? Your lotus foot. In fact, the same idea is expressed by Narayana Bhattatri in Sripada Saptati, where he says very clearly, there's a beautiful sloka there, where he says, Surya and Chandra go round Devi, prostrate at the lotus foot before they rise. Both Surya and Chandra, before they rise, they do. That is how they acquire that extraordinary glow. That is what Narayana Bhattatri says. Same thing is here. Your lotus foot is actually the raw material for the glory of the beautiful rising sun's manifestation of beautiful rays. That is what we conclude, Pratimaha. This is my conclusion. Because after I have seen the rising sun's beauty, I have seen your lotus foot. Naturally, I know, because lotus foot is far greater in beauty, far greater in glory than the rising sun. So your rising sun is the raw material for that. I have concluded like that. Now, Surendrasham Apurayati Yat Asau Dvantam Akhilam Dhunite. Asau, this lotus foot, Yat, this lotus foot is able to Surendrasham Apurayati. Asha means direction. Surendra, Devendra. Devendra's direction is east. Apurayati fulfills the direction of Devendra, that is eastern direction, because he said rising sun, isn't it? Taruna Aditya, he said. Where does the rising sun occur? It occurs in the eastern direction, and eastern direction belongs to Devendra. out of 8 Dikpalakas, 8 Lokapalakas, 8 Dikpalakas, Surendra is responsible for the eastern quarter. So he says Surendra Asham Apurayati. That is one meaning. Another meaning is Surendra Asham, because Surendra has got his own wish. Asha means wish, desire. His wish is fulfilled. What is his wish? My direction should get the first glory, first rising sun's glory. And actually, he is getting it. Every day, his sun rises in the east only, when the east belongs to Surya. So that glory has been given. That wish has been fulfilled by lotus foot, because lotus foot is the raw material. Surendrasham apurayati yat asau dvantam akhilam dhunite. While doing that, though it starts in the east, does it confine itself only to the east? No. Akhilam dvantam, all darkness, dhunite, destroys. Because while rising in the east itself, it brightens all directions, so all darkness is destroyed. Digbhaganapi mahasa patalayate. Actually, the patalayate means reddens, makes it red. If you see the rising sun, though it is very much there in the east, if you look at the west, if you look at the north, if you look at the south, they are also red color at that point of time. At that point of time, all the directions are having red color. So the poet is drawing our attention to that. Digbhaganapi, all the directions. Digbhaga, all the parts of all the directions. That means without any shesha, nishesha, completely. Digbhaganapi, mahasa patalayate. Mahasa means glory, shine. By your shine, the lotus foot is making it red in all directions, and it destroys darkness in all directions, and it fulfills the desire of Surendra by being the raw material for the beautiful rays, red rays of Bala, Surya, Taruna, Aditya. This is what we conclude. I think we stop now and we invite questions.
Yeah, anybody who has questions, please unmute yourself and ask questions.